Disney Dreamlight Valley is a life simulation game and was released in early access in 2022. It's developed by Gameloft Montreal and published by Gameloft. Early access launched with 3 different editions, Standard, Deluxe, and Ultimate, which the next step up in edition granted more rewards for the user to use in the game. The game is similar to games like Animal Crossing and Stardew Valley, where you are basically going around doing tasks for your quaint village while doing normal day-to-day type of chores like farming, cooking, and arranging furniture. The story to the game isn't really interesting at first, or even that much engaging, mostly because you are trying to learn the mechanics of the game. But the more you complete tasks for the people living in the village, the more the story becomes compelling. Your character goes back to their old childhood home after living a big life in the city, then falls asleep. You awake in Dreamlight Valley, a pleasant and beautiful place where Disney characters live. But as of right now, no one is here except Merlin. Merlin fills you in that after the disappearance of their ruler, night thorns started to appear and make everyone lose their memories. The village soon fell into darkness and everyone scattered trying to fix the problem. Your goal is to get rid of the night thorns, and with your trusty magical tools that Merlin gives you, make the valley a sustainable living place again, while bringing all the villagers back into the valley. The story of Dreamlight Valley gets even more complex once you bring characters back into the valley and start completing their specific quests. You find out what their role in the valley was and their relationships with everyone. It's fun to see Disney and Pixar characters who never interact run up to each other and start having an earnest conversation. The villains especially can be engrossing with their quests intertwining, working together to try to take down other characters. Some characters serve larger roles in the story, like after completing Moana's friendship quests, you find out that she was a leader of the village and her story directly relates to her story in the movie. Other characters like Scrooge McDuck have other purposes. Scrooge acts as the Tom Nook of the game and runs the shop and helps you upgrade yours and other characters' homes, among other things.
Good day to you. Greetings, neighbor. Bye-bye now.
A lot of things run on Dreamlight and Dreamlight Valley. Dreamlight is like the essence of goodness. You obtain Dreamlight by completing daily and long-term tasks and just helping out and doing stuff. Dreamlight unlocks doors in the Dream Castle to other realms so you can get other characters, and it also unlocks the other areas on the map which you need to unlock to expand your village. You may also need Dreamlight for quests or to make certain objects at a crafting table. After unlocking a character, your goal is to be friends with them. Raising your friendship bar will level them up and unlock character-specific rewards from them, and more of their quests that you can complete to earn even more rewards. You can raise someone's friendship bar by asking them to hang out with you and doing things together like picking flowers or mining rocks, giving them random presents or specific presents they ask for, or just having a conversation with them daily. Having a high friendship with someone is also beneficial in more ways. After raising a character's friendship bar a bit, you can assign a task to them, and when you hang out with them, they will also work with you on that task, providing you with more resources. The higher the friendship bar, the higher percentage they will help when they hang out with you. For example, assigning them to fishing may give you an extra fish when you go fishing with them, and assigning someone to foraging will give you extra items when you are picking them from trees, bushes, or the ground. Customization is off the charts in Dreamlight Valley. You can decorate any part of the valley at any time. Completing quests and buying items from Scrooge's shop are the best way to obtain items. There's a number of different outside and indoor items. The game has gotten more expansive in its decorating design as well, like being able to put different patterns on each wall of your house. You can design your own clothes using a blank template or unlockable patterns. You can expand your house in rooms and even obtain more floors. An update to the game has allowed you to customize the outside of your house too. You can change windows, doors, place rocks and trees, build fences, place amusement park rides, place people's houses wherever. It's a ton of fun if you're into games like this. It's incredibly extensive and a little overwhelming at first, especially trying to control the camera, but if you dive into it, you can create some remarkable things. That's basically it for the main game. If you are into managing a lot of things at once and getting rewarded for it, this game is for you. There are a lot of more features too, like feeding critters in the different biomes enough times will let you keep them as a pet. Just recently, they added things like being able to pet your pet, posing in photo mode with your pet, and some pet houses and toys. You can farm and cook many types of food. Eating food will give you more energy, which also allows you to run faster. Recently added was the ability to activate a hover dash when you have enough energy, allowing you to get around your village even faster. New features and content are constantly being added to the game, including seasonal events and items, and it is a load of fun. This game looks fantastic graphically. The world is filled to the brim with vivid colors, and all of the outfits you can wear are incredible. The design of all the different villagers' houses are a cute representation of them, and the interior decoration expands this even further. Clouds in the daytime move and have different funny shapes, and star constellations twinkle in the night sky. The energetic mood and whimsical tone of the game is easily shaped by the fantastic music. No lie, the music is probably my favorite part of the game. Hanging out with someone will play a short rendition of that character's theme, and the music that plays when you are just walking around minding your business is so addicting it will get stuck in your head. The game is in early access though, so there have been more than a few hiccups. Random bugs and glitches come abundantly, and they are still happening regularly to this day. It could be anything too. Literally anything can happen. Characters' heads turning weirdly, characters standing at a slant, fast traveling taking you off the map completely, not being able to open your mailbox or getting things out of it, your characters randomly stops moving, and quest items being stuck in places that you can't reach. I had a glitch where I went to the main menu and then back into the game. All of the critters and all the biomes would be gone. Sometimes the game would just close, or when you're giving a character a gift, the accepting menu will stay up and the character will keep talking, but you can't exit out of the accepting menu, so you have to reset. It does get annoying at times running into things like this often. Some bugs were just complete oversights from the creators. For example, an early quest involves you picking certain colored flowers for Minnie Mouse in the forest. Well, half of the forest is inaccessible due to you not having the right tools to access at the time, so it may take days for you to get the flowers, since you have to wait for them to respawn on that side of the forest only. That is by design. This is one of those games where you just have to wait to do things. Some quests you have to wait a couple real-world days for a tree to grow or something like that. But what you can do during this Minnie Mouse quest is go into build mode and pick up the well that you fast travel to and just put it on the other side of the forest. Then you fast travel to that well. You spawn on the other side of the forest, can get the flowers, and can complete the quest immediately. There has been a lot of stuff like this throughout the many updates of this game. Another example of this, at one point, Kristoff's cart sold coal and you can constantly buy bundles of 99 coal. The only way to get coal is to mine for it at mining spots. and even then you might not get it. People found a way to make a lot of money incredibly fast, so getting coal was no problem since money didn't matter. The creators wanted to balance this and made Kristoff only sell 10 coal a day if they were even at his shop stand. Players were furious because they couldn't get coal fast enough like they used to, so they couldn't do things like make food, which would advance them in some quests or help them get around faster when they ate food. So there was an announcement that the coal was going to go up to a 50 cap and an apology because they were trying to balance the game. Well, the next day, the coal was still capped at 10, and another sought-after item, hardwood, was accidentally set so it could be infinitely bought in bundles of 99. This was later fixed, but let me tell you, I'm good on hardwood for a while.
Yes! Yeah! Yeah!
Also added to the game is a battle pass of sorts called the Star Path. The Star Path is available for a certain amount of time, usually a month or a month and a half, and has a particular theme to it, like the first one was Pixar Fest and all of the rewards were Pixar related. Completing specific tasks during the event would net you a different amount of tokens that you can use to unlock the different rewards. Or, you can use moonstones to get the tokens outright to obtain the rewards instantly. Moonstones are the V-Bucks of Dreamlight Valley. It's the currency that you get for spending your real-life money. You can obtain a small amount of moonstones through the Star Path or by being connected online and opening up the blue chest that randomly spawns somewhere in the village every day. But you only get 10 at first. It's been updated to 50. If you are playing the game regularly, there's no reason to have to buy moonstones for the Star Path. All of the quests are fairly simple. Dreamlight Valley is in early access now and will be free later on. Free games need a source of income, and Dreamlight Valley's is moonstones. With the Star Path not really being a viable reason to buy moonstones unless you just want things instantly or don't have the time to get it, a new use for moonstones was introduced: the Premium Shop. The Premium Shop has exclusive items inside that are only obtainable with moonstones. These exclusive items are also usually a lot cooler looking than other items. One item is a customization item that makes your house look like a palace. These items are usually very expensive. The palace, for example, was 3,750 moonstones. There was an uproar for this implementation. People on forums everywhere, Reddit, Twitter, Discord, were rambling and throwing insults at the creators for putting this system in because the players didn't want to spend money to get these items. But this is just the type of game it is. The game is going to be free. This is how the game makes money. Granted, the items are pretty expensive. To get everything the first premium shop, you would have had to drop over $50 worth of moonstones. The items only stay in the premium shop for about a week too. I think the prices for the premium items have dropped a lot, but they are still a lot of money. I think people were so used to having everything completed in the game, and all of their slots filled out at 100%, that now since they can't have everything in the game because they have to pay money for it, they are freaking out and calling the practice egregious when they simply don't have to have the item. There was actually another glitch involving the premium shop where it had to be reset. There was a mix-up with Scrooge's shop and the premium shop where items that were intended for Scrooge's shop ended up being purchasable with moonstones in the premium shop. So people were spending their precious moonstones for regular items that you can buy at the in-game shop with the in-game money. I actually had a crazy glitch that I'm sort of afraid to talk about since it broke my game in the best possible way, and after searching a ton, I haven't seen anyone else that had this problem. When the update for the premium shop happened, I had a game-breaking bug that might get me in trouble. I had pre-ordered the Ultimate Founders Edition of Dreamlight Valley, and included in that was 20,000 moonstones to use on whatever you wanted to use it on. After the premium shop update, every time I came into the game, my mailbox would have the Ultimate Edition's rewards inside. So that meant every time I went to the title screen and back into my village, I could get all of the Ultimate Edition rewards over and over. So that meant I had access to as many moonstones as I wanted. I didn't notice this was happening for a while actually, and when I did, I was flabbergasted. I did multiple tests in different ways to actually understand what was happening and why. Eventually it completely stopped, but I ended up getting a load of moonstones for the low price of free, as well as all the extra furniture and stuff that was bundled in the Ultimate Edition. After calculating everything up, I ended up with more than $1,400 worth of moonstones, which is the equivalent of 250,000 V-Bucks. As of now, I still have all the moonstones, and I'm able to freely purchase anything involving moonstones. That's a pretty insane glitch that can break the way your game makes any money. Minus the glitch that would get me in trouble, Dreamlight Valley is a ton of fun. Coming from someone that has over 1,000 hours in Animal Crossing New Horizons, if you like games like this, and Disney and Pixar in general, this is a must-buy. I have over 260 hours in Dreamlight Valley, and every one of those hours has been a blast playing. The interesting story, funny character interactions, beautiful graphics, catchy musical tunes, and an incredible amount of creative design makes this game addicting in the best possible way. My experience since the beginning of early access has been annoying at points, with literal game-stopping bugs and item-losing glitches, but it never ruined the magical entertainment of Disney fun I have had with creating a living space for characters from my favorite movies. Disney Dreamlight Valley is a large, expansive game that allows your creativity to swell as much as you want it to. I give Disney Dreamlight Valley an 8 out of 10.